Sine of 135. Show me with your fingers which quadrant is that in. Yeah, it should be easy one. It's degrees. Count degrees with me. Ready, set, go. So 135 is 90 plus how much more? 45. Right? So if I'm drawing my triangle, my ray stops in quadrant 2, and I can form this triangle here. So theta is 135. The supplement, meaning to get to 180, is 45. Theta prime is equal to 45 degrees. Raise your hand if you got that. Class, always across the 45-degree angle is what number? 1. What letter is this? X, Y, or R? It parallels the y-axis. It's going up, so it's positive. This is a 45-degree angle. Always across the 45 is? But this one's going to be negative because you're going left. And then your R value, if you need it, is radical 2. Sine is which two letters, Aaron?
Y over R.
Give me the numbers. 1 over radical 2. Can you keep it like that?
No.
You're going to multiply by,
Radical 2 and radical 2.
and that gives us an answer of
Radical 2 over 2.
positive or negative, Aaron? Positive is correct. Remember, all students take calculus. S stands for sine, and cosecant are positive. All right, let's go ahead and try now one with radians. Leilani, did you want to work with radians, or did you want to convert that into degrees? 4 pi over 3 turns into what? Echo? So if I did 4, so you guys can do two things here. You can use my trick, or you can use the awesome proportion. So I'm going to use my trick. Pi is equal to 180 divided by 3. 3 goes in 180, class. How many times? 60. And class, 4 times 60 gives us 240. So cosine of 4 pi over 3 and cosine of 240 are the same thing. Class, count in degrees. Too much, right? So I know I'm in quadrant 3. So this is 90, this is 180, this is supposed to be 240, so 240 minus 180 gives you 60. Class, how do I make my triangle? We're going to go up. Zoom in for you. Class, always across the 60 is what? Radical 3. X, Y, or R? It's the Y because it's going down. And is this going to be positive or negative? Negative. This is a 60, this is a 90, this one has to be a 30. Always across a 30-degree angle is 1. X, Y, or R? Positive or negative? It's negative because it's going left. And then your R, always across the 90 and a 30, 60, 90 is positive 2. Remember in the 45, 45, 90, it's radical 2. Leilani, cosine is which two letters? What two letters? So I get negative 1 over 2. Our answer is negative 1/2. Raise your hand if you got negative 1/2. Remember, you can always check it. Quadrant 3 should be negative because you're finding cosine. Tangent and cotangent are positive. Problem C. Class, is this on the 1 full rotation? No. So you're going to have to add a full rotation, which is 2 pi. 2 pi is 6 pi over 3. So essentially you're doing negative 1 pi over 3 plus 6 pi over 3 gives you what? 5 pi over 3. So in a previous problem with radians, I converted it into degrees. Let me work with radians in this problem. Class count in radians. Ready, set, go. Okay, so what does that mean? My lowest common multiple is what number? 6. I'm going to multiply so that I get a denominator of 6. This is 3 pi over 6. This becomes 6 pi over 6. This one over here becomes what? 12 pi over 6. That's 0 pi over 6. And if I multiply this one by 3, I get 9 pi over 6. Put your finger where put your finger where 10 pi over 6 would be. 0, 3, 6, 9, 10 should be here in quadrant 4. Here's my terminal side. Class, how do I make my reference triangle? Go up. I need to get a reference angle that's inside here. So here is 9, and this one is 10. So this is a distance of 1 pi over 6. From 10 to 12 is how much, class? So theta prime is going to be 2 pi over 6 or pi over 3. Class, pi is how many degrees? And 180 divided by 3 is? So I have a 30, 60, 90 triangle. Class, always across the 60 is? Negative radical 3 in this case because it's going down. Your x value? And your r value is 2. Which 2 letters is cotangent, Justin? X over y. So that would give us what 2 numbers, Justin? Justin, can you keep it like this? What would you do? And when you simplify, your answer is? We're not going to keep the negative in the denominator. We're going to make it in line with the fraction. Negative radical 3 over 3 is our final answer. So ask yourself those questions. Is it in 1 full rotation? Do I need to find a coterminal angle? We did for C. Figure out which special right triangle you're using, label it, and then find your trig function.